Welcome to SmartNotebook 16. So I'm just going to give you guys a really quick overview of just general features of SmartNotebook. Some of these are new, some of them are not. First of all, I like to move this over just to make more room on my page. Secondly, if I'm looking at the menu, a lot of this looks the same. So for instance, you can go from slide to slide with your arrows. You've got your undo buttons. If you want to add a new page here, you just click add page. If you want to delete the page, hit delete. You got a shortcut for saving your files. You copy and paste. Over here, you can do things like, add the screen so that you can only show part of the screen at a time. Or you can get rid of the screen. There's shortcuts to some measurement tools. Some of the thing that's kind of cool about the measurement tools is as you move to different angles, it will actually calculate the angles for you in the middle of the screen, right on the protractor. So it's kind of just some add-ons to this. What you have here, this is a shortcut to the Smart Lab, which we'll be covering in a different section of the class. This is a shortcut to Math Tools, which is covered in a different section of the class. This is Add-ons, which really does pertain mainly to math, with the exception of the concept map. This is kind of a new feature. You can just do a concept map directly in the program. So I could, double click this and say, I don't know, my family, and I could click on, I don't know, mom. Okay, move her over here. Oops, click off and then move her. And maybe I would also give dad a little square. And, you can kind of make your own little organizational chart here. So that's kind of a new feature that's part of the program. I do just want to take a minute just to look at a couple of these pen tools. Obviously you can draw shapes, you can draw irregular polygons if you want to, different shapes, and you can color them in. I can fill in with color anything I want. This is my eraser tool, so if I draw something I want to erase it, I can do that. I can draw lines, I can type text, but the different pens do different things. So let's just take a look at a couple of them. For instance, if I click on the pens, I get more options, and there's different pens. So I can use a regular pen, a calligraphy pen. I can write with a crayon if I want to. Okay, exciting stuff. The text pen is one that a lot of people don't use, but if you're an English teacher, you might like this because you can do editing with it. So there's a lot of different editing marks that you can use, and there's a whole list that we'll have on our website for you. But like if I needed to put a space here, I can do that and it will space it. If I want to delete this word, I just draw a line through it and it deletes it. So you could take a student's text and you could actually go up and edit it right on the smartboard. Couple other things that are kind of fun is the Magic Pen. The Magic Pen basically just whatever you draw, it's going to erase after so many seconds. So I believe it's 10 seconds that it's set to, and then it's like disappearing ink. So there it goes, and it's gone. And then finally here, oops, I gotta click it here. The shape recognition pen is also one that, if you're working with shapes and you're going to be drawing shapes, you draw a circle. I don't know what I've got on this screen. I think I must have a picture here. Okay. Oh, I had the screen shade up. Or any shape that you draw will snap to an actual shape, which is nice for people like me who are not that artistic. This is like some of the editing stuff that we were doing. Now I just want to look a little bit on the left-hand side here at this menu here. So first of all, I've got my slides view. The second item here is access to your gallery, the Smart Activity Toolkit, your My Content. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this. There's a lot of great information here, so we're going to give it its own section in the class. Here you can add files. As you can see, I added a Word file. But you can take any file that maybe is pertinent to the lesson that your Smart Notebook file is about. And if you want, let's say you have a spreadsheet that goes with the lesson, or you have a PowerPoint that you want to show with the lesson. You can just insert the files here by clicking Insert. And I usually do a whole copy of the file. And then you just choose the file on your computer. I don't know. Let's pick this one. And now that is just, here is a really nice, easy shortcut access to the file. This next icon is for basically formatting anything on your screen. So if I don't have anything selected and I chose like background, actually, let me get my arrow back. If I select something, okay, I can fill it in right here. I could say, you know what, I want this to be purple, or I want it to be red. Okay, if you unselect it and you choose like solid fill, it changes your background color. So you can have anything as your background. You can make an image your background. You can make it a pattern fill if you want to, a gradient. You can do the same thing with any of the shapes. So they can also be a pattern fill or an image fill or gradient or solid color as well. And then this little guy right here is a shortcut to some of the tools. Here, let me go back to a different screen, and then we'll hit this guy. So a couple of new features here. First of all, you can do an image search now directly in Smart Notebook. So if I was looking for turtles, I can search turtles, I can drag the image right in to my Smart Notebook, and then I can move it around, click on it, do anything that I want with it. I can also, I'm going to go back, do the same thing with YouTube videos. So if I wanted to search for YouTube videos to add to this, if I just typed in turtle, I should be able to spell turtle. I picked an easy one so I could spell it. So if I'm like, oh, this is the greatest video ever, I just click on it and say add video. You can preview it right in that window as well. And I'm going to go back. You can see my phone is ringing here. Couple of the other things, these are math tools that we'll talk about in the math section, and then this is the activity builder that we've used in the past that you can make games and activities with. There is a new Smart Lab where you can do games and activities, but this is the access to the old one. So this is basically Smart Notebook 16 in a nutshell, and more details about the more interesting tools will be coming up in the next few videos.